Way too black. Yeah. My crown is black. Made from onyx. Melanin got me feeling like a hero. Straight out the comics. The one to my side is a goddess. Strong black woman. Only one rule, be honest. To the agenda, they know we a problem. They be saying we too black. Black crown. Too black.
God damn, that boy's a genius.
Episode one. Let's go. Hey.
Champagne, toast, champagne. Cheers to the victory. Big things is on the way. Excited for the future. Grateful for the day. Living in the moment, so let's pop the whole case. Champagne.
You feel me?
Champagne.
Hey,
Cheers to
hey,
the victory.
hey.
Big things is on the way. Excited for the future. Grateful for the day. We living in the moment, so let's pop the whole case. Mimosas is bottomless. This baddie with me bottomless. While standing to the beach. I'm wavy. She got water with me.
All right. Check it out. I'm B Class,
I'm Leesa.
and I want to give y'all the honor of joining us for episode 1 of the Two Black Crowns podcast. Yeah. Can I get a look? Can I? We just gonna, episode 1. You feel me? Queen. Yes. It's a black queen over there. 2 black crowns. Yeah.
All right.
What we talking about today?
We talking about privacy today.
Privacy.
Yeah.
Privacy. All right.
Privacy. How is it important to you, B?
So check it out. I'm gonna be real. I really don't like nobody in my business, like at all. Like I'm an introvert. And I think the older I get, the more of an introvert I become. And I mean, I have an extrovert side, obviously being in the entertainment world, rapping, acting. I have an extrovert side, but it has to be activated, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not in my element, so to speak, I'm to myself. And for me, privacy is extremely important. I think privacy is directly connected with peace. What you think? What about you? What's privacy? What is it for you?
Just like you, I'm an introvert as well. So I definitely feel like privacy is something that helps me stay grounded and my bad.
Episode 1 shit. Episode 1 shit. What you saying?
No, I think privacy is something that helps me stay grounded, and like me being an introvert, I like to stick to myself, and I like peace, like you said. So that's something that that goes along with being private. Peace. So it's definitely important. It's top tier for sure.
I got a question. Since we both said that we feel like privacy is connected to peace, do you feel like extroverts can have peace? Do you feel like people who are like super extrovert, you feel like they're living as peaceful of a life as they could if they wasn't so outgoing?
I guess it just depends on the person, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, it be people.
So you don't think extroverts can live a life with peace?
I think they can have a level of peace. I just feel like the more different personalities you deal with, the more different energies you deal with, the more likely you are to have your peace tampered with in some way, shape, or form.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
You know, I like to say I wake up every day in perfect peace and harmony until I go outside. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
It be people.
it be people.
It be people. Road raging. It be people. Boss, supervisor. It be people. It be people.
Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, so I was gonna say, how do you feel like privacy? Why does it keep doing that? I'm sorry.
It's okay. What you was gonna say?
Why do you why do you feel like privacy is, or how do you feel privacy affects you, like being single, or privacy in the single life?
Privacy in the single life.
Yeah.
Um,
Or yeah, like
yeah. I think
go ahead.
if you talk like okay, so I feel like people make a lot of assumptions about how single people live. Like it's a monolithic experience,
Mhm.
right? Like, oh, you attractive, you single, you ain't got no kids, you a hoe. Yeah, I feel like that's what it gets. Yeah, you don't think so?
No. I mean, at least I don't get that.
Do you think that about people? Hypothetical, you go on a first date with a dude, right? He's sitting across the table, charming, smooth talker, smelling good, over 6 feet tall. The whole situation is in order. You like, why you single?
Okay. 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 Yeah, I probably would think like they just want to be out here. But does that necessarily make them a hoe?
You would think he got. You would think he got hoes. You would presume he got hoes.
Okay. Yeah.
Would your line of questioning for that man include? So, how many other people are you talking to?
Yeah, it would.
You see what I'm saying? And I feel like when you single and you private, you have to find some type of peace living with people's assumptions about you. Because the only way to clear the assumptions up is to tell them your business. See, people trap you like that.
Mhm.
They assume something about you, and to disprove what they assume, you
Yeah.
got to tell them your business. You see what I'm saying? So, I feel like privacy in the single life is a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Mm,
A little close to the mic.
yeah, I feel you in that sense. I think for me, privacy, being single, I guess in my experience, I really haven't had like, I don't want to say I've had that many issues, but I maybe one or two here or there, like where people may feel the need to want to dig a little deeper. Maybe close friends, or you kind of get the, well, you know, who you dating, or what's going on with y'all type stuff. Um, but I haven't dealt with it a lot, but it is something that comes up. So privacy in the single life is definitely, I think it can be a double-edged
It's
sword.
tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's real. It's real. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. I feel like it's tricky. Oh, it's just tricky. So, all right. So let me ask you, what about privacy when it comes to being in a relationship? Privacy when like what how 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 if you with someone You know what I'm saying? Who all you trying to let in? You trying to let friends and family in? You trying to let the whole world in? You trying like who? You know, where you at with that? How you see that being an introvert?
I I don't like anyone in my business. I don't.
Hey, we could. Hey, we could. Salute. Hey, you get what I'm saying?
Like I don't. It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, especially again going back to being an introvert. Like I don't want to have to explain certain things or like um introduce you to who like none of that. Like you not dating the person, so why does it matter? Like I'm the only one that should be privy to what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you saying like so I watch like we watch the relationship shows Love is Blind and what's the other one? What's the other one on OWN?
um Ready for
Ready
Love.
for Love. Like you watch that and you see like when they get together, like the couple take the person to meet their family and they like sit down in the hot seat with like 6 relatives and all that. Like I'm not with it. Hey, listen,
Nah.
I don't have to. I don't care if you.
Look,
No disrespect.
it makes me sweat. Okay. It doesn't make me feel good. Like I don't like to have to like fish for something to say to cover up like, my business. Like I don't like it. I don't like it. No.
It's not for you.
No.
Let me tell y'all something.
When I'm in the hot seat, my ears literally get hot. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not
They're
no.
like, yeah. So what are your intentions for my son?
To fuck. No.
That escalated quickly. that, that,
What else you want to know? Moving right along.
I just want like ladies, B class here. PSA. You ever want me to meet your people? I'm pulling up regular. I'm not doing nothing different. I ain't putting on no different outfit from what I was finna wear. I ain't finna talk different around them. I don't care I really don't care how they feel about me. Oh, I don't care if your daddy like me. I don't care if your mama like me. I'm not with them. And I'm not gonna be either. Like, if your daddy cool, we gonna be cool. But if he on some like, I'm looking out for my hey, listen, your baby ain't a baby no more. We grown. So whatever decision she gonna make, she gotta live with him, and you gotta live with him. It ain't
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where like cuz I have 3 older brothers, right?
yeah.
And they're all protective of me. But none like growing up and like being in relationships, I've never had that like yeah, I'm a fuck you up type shit like from my brothers to my significant other. Like it's never been that type of dynamic. Like, you know, they've met them, of course, but it I feel like them meeting them is enough to where like you get the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like what's understood don't need to be explained type
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I definitely let me can I touch on that?
yeah.
Because I definitely have been dating a female and she take me to go meet the family or whatever and like one of her uncles want to play tough guy or the big cousin want to tell me, if you don't blah blah blah, they not knowing like me and her done discussed her previous relationships
Mhm.
already. And the last guy was an asshole and he has a clean bill of health. So like your threats mean nothing. Why you ain't do that to him? You talking to me? I haven't done anything. I'm not guilty of anything. You see what I'm saying? I'm just here. You trying to threaten me, but it's somebody who already done been down bad bogus, and he walking around here smelling the fresh air. So, fam, I'm not trying
smelling
to
the
stall me on the
roses.
Bad Boys 2 act. You see what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah.
really trying to hear all that. So I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I really don't care about the approval of nobody except for who I'm dealing with. You know,
Yeah.
and to be real, not passing judgment on nobody who see it different or nothing like that. But I find it personally, I find it to be weird when people be like, yeah, like so and so gotta approve of you for me to
Mhm.
deal with you. So you telling me, let's just sprinkle some logic on this. So you telling me we getting along perfect, everything great, and then I meet a said family member that you found to be important, and they like, I just don't like the energy, and now you finna create like an issue that don't,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not. There's no logic there. There's no logic
Yeah.
there.
It's
So
like
look, if your uncle opinion that important, fuck your uncle. Like that. Like just be with your uncle. Get on some incest. Get on some incest
you
shit. Yeah. Yeah. Cause what unc got to do with it?
nothing.
What pops got to do with it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Now when you get to a certain age, you dating as teenagers, it's like, you got to feel comfortable with your daughter being out past 10 with this dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But we grown
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah.
So with that being said, so what you think about, like, what's the importance of being shown off? Like, what's the importance of, if you hypothetically you single, yeah?
Mhm.
So, but if you was dating somebody, like, he gotta post you on his social, like at least one time for the one time, a birthday or something. Like if he don't post you ever, his page look incognito. You can't tell if he's single, dealing with somebody, nothing. All he posts is himself. He don't Ain't no women on there. His mama ain't on there. You ain't on there. Like,
That's fine to me. Like I I don't live in the social media world where, everything has to be posted, right? Like I feel like again, I'm a very introverted person. So me even, posting myself on social media, it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I rarely ever do it. And when I do it, it's on some old boredom type stuff. But I know the connection me and my significant other have, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's done behind closed doors is perfectly fine with me. Like, because I know our connection. It doesn't have to be displayed to the public.
devil's advocate. Hey, sis, if he hey, sis, if he ain't claiming you, his DMs could be popping. It's nothing for him to tell somebody like he's single. There's no evidence of nothing different. So you leaving that wiggle room for him to play these games out here. You don't that don't plague your mind in that situation, hypothetically, of course.
No, it don't. Because again, like I know the connection that I built with this person, and if it's that deep of a connection and we both feel the same way and we're both showing each other that, outside of social media, whether it be outside of social media, like, or on social media, like, I know the connection that I have with this person and I'm just going to 100% believe that connection. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
Like,
you telling me you're not insecure?
no,
Oh, okay.
no,
That's new.
I don't have an insecure bone in my
That's
body.
new. you know, you know. That's new. Hey, fellas, she
And
ain't
then if
insecure.
they in his DM, where she at? I want to meet her too.
Yeah. Hey, well, hey. Hello. You get me? Two Black Crowns podcast. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, jump in these comments. You get what I'm saying? This one's different, guys. This one's different.
Oh God.
So you feel me? So but nah, I feel that. I say this. That's a double-edged sword too. The going public on social media, double-edged sword. You know, I only date, for the most part. I don't have no exes. I don't have no exes. I never
There
had a
you go.
girlfriend. I'm going there. I don't have no exes. Anybody claiming me in these streets, they lying. I'm not claiming them back. They went with me. I didn't go with them.
Cap.
But just saying, like, it's a double-edged sword. Cause if I did have an ex, right, and I posted her and she bad, let's say I post her and I say, the love of my life at whatever, whatever. I drop her at, right? You're gonna lose to the internet every time, fellas. Fellas, PSA, you not beating Instagram. You not gonna win, fam. You at okay. If one of y'all got followers, whether it's her or it's you, if one of y'all got followers and you post that at, bro, you just opened the floodgates. Oh, that's his joint. In a climate where every hip hop song is I'll fuck your bitch. Every song is I'll fuck your girl. You know what I'm saying? So you just open the floodgates. And now it's always gonna be somebody that, at least on the surface, appear a little better. So these guys they nose diving in the DM. They talking about where they gonna take
I
her.
mean, if you adding her, that don't mean she gotta go for it.
They sliding though. And it's unlimited slides. Here go the problem with the DM slides, right? When y'all on good terms, she's not even opening the messages. She see in the beginning, she could recognize it as a shot being shot. She ain't even opening that joint. She left him buddy on unread, right? Let's say things get a little rocky. The ship get rocky. Well, the two handsome guys, or the three, or the four, that she would have gave some attention had she been on the market. These guys would have been persons of interest. She might like his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the little comment or follow back. It just take a little hint of try harder. The door is ajar. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful posting your girl. Cause listen, I've been that guy. It's me. It's me. Look at me. It's fellas. It's me. Look, you post your joint. You feel me? And I'm gonna wait. I'm patient. I'm just telling you, when I don't move like this no more. But when I was in my savage days, you know what I'm saying? I'll wait your girl out, bro. I'll wait your girl right out, bro. Listen.
Wow.
I'm giving you too much game, but I will wait your girl right out. Oh, y'all gonna have problems, and when you do, she gonna respond. She gonna respond, and they do. They do. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. You see what I'm saying? And if it can happen for me, it can happen to me. So what you do is, if you do post your lady, do not at her. And another secret, a tip for the, we're gonna move on. We're gonna stay on privacy and get it. But a tip for y'all too: don't follow your girl. Don't follow her, and don't let her follow you. Because if you don't at her, they can go right in your followers and your followers or your following and locate her. You feel me?
But what if you post her and she comment on the picture? If you post her and you don't add her and she comment on the picture,
We
like,
wiping
"Ooh,
that right out.
ooh,
I saw. I'm a
oh,
text
I
her.
love you, babe."
I'm a texter. I'm a texter. I saw what you said. I'm a text. I saw what you said. I did. I saw what you said. I appreciate you, baby. But that's gotta go. Cause the wolves is out. I've been a wolf. So I know how they move.
So, do you guys have that understanding about posting on social media, like, beforehand? You know what I'm saying? Like, before things get serious, do you have that conversation, or is it just something that
I'm just not doing it. Hey, I ain't. I'm just not doing it. And if it's that important to you, you too insecure for me. I don't deal with
Yeah,
insecure people.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I feel like that, you know, I feel like people put too much emphasis on, you know, showing to the world like their business, and like, uh posting on social media and putting putting yourself out there, like it's a whole nother it's a whole nother ball game. So I definitely agree with that when it comes to insecurities. It can play a role in like how women or even men, like it's both ends of of the spectrum, right? So like they can be like, well, why you ain't post me? Like, or uh, you know, such and such post they girl all the time. You don't love me. If you ain't posting me, you don't love me.
I ain't
You
such and
know.
such. I ain't such and such. I don't care what he doing with his girl, cause give it 6 months. His girl getting NBA jammed on
Oh
the side.
wow.
I'm telling.
Oh
Listen,
wow.
it's 2022, y'all. We got to stop acting like. See, this what our the millennials. We got this messed up. We in this weird middle area where half of us still want to move, like how Granny said we should move, and half of us is in with the new. You feel what I'm saying? And you got a
Yeah.
lot of people. Well, I'm old fashioned. Old fashioned ain't gonna get it, baby. You gonna lose to Instagram. You gonna lose to Instagram. Most of the chicks that women think us men be salivating over on the internet, we don't want to marry them. We just want to hit that. And we'll dive, slide, click like, we'll do all that to see what's to them buns. And if you happen to be dating a baddie, you gonna lose to Insta. Most of the Instagram models is single. And if you look at a lot of the Instagram models, your favorite ones, all their relationships be hella temporary.
How you know they single though? Like how you know they just don't post them?
Because they do post them. And the ones that don't post their guys, they post subliminals about having a guy.
Mm.
Yeah, if you paying attention, you can see it all. I told you, I've been a wolf before. Oh, she dealing with somebody right now? I could tell by these captions. Oh, they having trouble? I could tell by these captions. Oh, that shit over with. I could tell by these captions. Y'all don't hide it well. Y'all don't cover it up well. Women want people to know. Speaking of people to know, you private. You don't have no insecure bone in your body. You believe in people minding their business, but how you feel about a singular confidant? Just one person in the world outside of the man in said relationship that you tell your business.
Okay, here's where I stand on that. I kind of feel like everybody needs an outlet, right?
Everybody is a strong word. I'm with you.
Well, okay, most people,
Mhm.
okay, they need an outlet. And uh and whether that be uh therapy or a friend that you know very closely, I don't see nothing. I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. If the person you are sharing with knows you, you know what I'm saying? If they really truly know you and they not gonna share your shit with nobody, I don't see anything wrong with it because me personally, I do
Oh,
have a
you got you a
confidant.
confidant.
I do.
Just one. How many confidants you got?
Just
Because
one.
it's women out here sexing the city with it. They got three. They got
No.
a circle. Like, bitches, I got to talk to y'all. You see? So, but
Just one.
I'm gonna tell you this. I was with you when you said therapy. I'm all for telling my business to somebody who I could sue if they talk about my business to somebody else. We have paperwork that says you can't talk about my business in particular to nobody else. Should I find out, you gonna owe me some money, right? I'm cool with therapy, but I'm gonna tell you how secrets spread. Keep this between me and you, right? Then you say blah 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 blah. They get off the phone with you. They call they confidant. Keep this between me and you. But so and so just told me. Ooh, they get off the phone and call one of their best friends. Keep this between me and you. But so and so
No.
just told me that such and such told her that woo. And
So
now you in the street.
so you don't believe that you can have a friend that is just like has your best interest at heart and they literally won't tell a soul shit you tell them.
No. Not unless I'm having sex with her.
Wow.
The confidant is the person I'm with.
Wow.
If I want to talk about my relationship, I'm gonna talk about it with the person I'm with. I don't trust. And for my friends, y'all can feel offended if y'all want. It's none of my concern. I'm not telling y'all shit that I wouldn't post on Instagram. Been betrayed too many times. Call it what you want.
That's fair.
I done lost too many times. I done lost that game too many times.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out here chatty. We in a show. Again, it's 2022. Confidence was working in 75, 85. It's 2022. We got too many apps. You know, somebody is subliminally discuss your business. You know, leave your name out of it, but discuss your whole scenario.
That's so.
Damn, fam, I follow you. You don't think I know you talking about me? I should. See what I'm saying?
That's so true.
I ain't with it. So, you know, I ain't doing it. You know, and then people like to, when you're not on good terms, they want to use some of your shit against you a little bit. You know, listen, I'm a help you not mess up with me by not arming you with nothing to betray me with.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna arm you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't. So, but you know, good luck with that.
I've had an awesome experience. Okay, like I don't my confidant.
Mm-hmm. Guy, is it a guy or a girl?
Is legit.
Is it a woman or a man?
Let's just say they're legit. It don't matter.
It don't matter. It matters.
No, it don't.
All right.
Why do it matter?
Because a male confidant might want to hit that. If he ain't family, male confidant might have ulterior motives.
Okay, I see your point.
You ever had a male confidant with ulterior motives?
I see your point. Okay.
Okay.
I see your point.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But to answer, since I'll answer the question now since she said that. No, it's not a male.
Okay. I didn't think so. Cause look, you pretty.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, I ain't gonna argue with you. But look, you come to me telling me, yeah, this dude I'm talking to, he ain't got it all in order. My advice gonna be break up every time. Yeah, what's up? I know somebody better. That's how these dudes be moving. Listen, the wolves is outside. They're outside. It's 2022.
Mm-mm-mm.
And they've been outside since like 05. They've been outside since MySpace.
Not MySpace.
They've been outside since MySpace.
You remember Tag?
Tag. Black Planet. They've been outside. Since we got these apps that made this big world this small, the whole world high school. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
It's high school.
It is. It definitely is.
I'm gonna give y'all some advice real quick before we move into the next. Fellas, get you a woman with under 10K followers. Really, if she ain't running no business, if she ain't got no entrepreneurial stuff going on, under 5. Get you a woman with under 5,000 followers, and you got a shot out here. Or get you a woman that don't.
And that's only if she ain't running no business.
If she running a business, she need to run them followers through the roof. We got to get this bread. We got to get this paper. All right, dude in your DMs, monetize that nigga. Monetize him. Sell him some products. He want to get to know you better. Tell him go spend $400 on the website. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? Ain't nothing but a little pimping. But look, but if she ain't running no business, get you somebody low profile that don't really care about all that. Because you see so many people today that be like, oh, the dating pool got pee in it. And I always respond to that with somebody getting married every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you know who winning out here for real? Because they be like, these hoes be winning. No, they're not. You know who actually winning out here? The good down to earth chick. You go to her page, she got like 300 followers and 2 posts, and her last post was from like last year. She's gonna get a husband. She's gonna get a husband. Shorty that's out here every day being seen. You know what I'm saying? Posting herself exercising, but it's always on butt day. Squats. The little one where they get on the knees and push the leg out so you can see the glute squeeze. They only put, you know what I'm saying? They doing a whole workout video. or the ones that take pictures in their room talking about look at the curtains and they ain't got no clothes on, you gonna lose.
Look at the curtains.
You're gonna lose. There's no hope. Hit that. You know, go about. Talk to me.
Do you okay? I know we talked about privacy being single, privacy and relationships. Do you feel like social media puts pressure? Did we talk about that? Puts pressure on uh relationships as far as like posting their business?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we're very much in a show and tell, very much in a show and tell space right now in society. Um, and I think, I don't know, it's not a lot of people that are void of insecurity. Most people have something that they're insecure about, but I would say a lot of us, not including I'm not including myself, but I'm just saying us as people. I feel like a lot of us do have, um, insecurities, PTRD, post traumatic relationship disorder. That's a real thing. Um, and I I do, and I think because they've been through certain circumstances, whether it's being cheated on, lied to, whatever your story is, I feel like a lot of people, they try to build in these defense mechanisms, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I get the next person to kind of move this way, I'll be a little more comfortable about moving forward. It'll make me feel at ease. But what you don't realize is all the defense mechanisms in the world ain't gonna stop somebody from being who they is or doing what they gonna do. It ain't nothing. It ain't no amount of policing or compromise that's gonna stop somebody from being a dog if they a dog. And that's for males and females, because a lot of these women move like us these days anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, once you realize that, you just gotta understand that the best defense mechanism, in my opinion, is tightening up your vetting process. Tighten up your vetting process. What questions is you asking on dates? What questions is you asking on the phone? What questions do y'all text mainly, or do you actually talk? How well do you get to know this person before you really, took it too far?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I think that's the best defense mechanism you could have is just vet a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit better. The whole like, oh, post me so people know you got somebody, like,
Yeah.
y'all. This is the thing. We're gonna talk about accountability just real fast. Men and women alike, we don't respect each other's covenants. I just told you I've been guilty of it, but I was guilty of not respecting the next man's relationship, and wait, like I said, I will wait your girl out, bro. You gonna slip, and she gonna come to me. I'm gonna drop an appropriate DM to let her know where I'm at with it. I ain't gonna pressure her. I'm gonna like every post she make, double tap every time she post a dog, her and the kid, her, you. I'm liking every post she make.
The disrespect.
Yeah, but look, I ain't shot a shot. I'm just letting you know I'm here. I'm here.
God.
So I was gonna say, like, we have to accept accountability for the fact that the people who hurt out here or whatever, it's a lot of times it ain't because your dude ain't cheat on you because he lied to that other chick and told her he was single most of the time. A lot of times she know about you. She just don't care. So like sometimes when females be like, I used to say this all the time, like when women be like, oh, you niggas ain't shit, or y'all this and y'all that, and I'd be like, really, you gotta blame some of your sisterhood because he ain't cheating, well, certain places in America, but most of the time he ain't cheating on you with no dude. He cheating on you with another woman, and she not respecting what you got going on. So, accept a little bit of accountability, in regards to how your sisterhood is moving. And the same thing with us dudes. That's why I got out here like that. I'm like, damn, because I done been cheated on multiple times. I ain't got no exes. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's dated this version of me. Whoever you went with, that's not this guy. Right? So, but who they was with, they cheated. And it was like, damn, y'all dudes really like out here full-fledged trying to slide on my joint. There's no respect for what I got going on. All right, well then, if that's what the streets is doing, and I'm in the streets, I mean, I got to get with the program. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, right or wrong, that's for whoever the judge. I don't, I'm not seeking nobody's approval, but it's like it's what it is out here. You know what I mean? So if more people start respecting, just like I ain't never messed with a married woman in my life, or to my knowledge. Now she lied, I don't know, but to my knowledge, I ain't never messed with a married woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta at some point you gotta draw a line.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta establish some respect and just move with some decency. I would say. So I don't know. What about you?
I don't know.
You think social media put pressure?
I definitely think it puts pressure for sure. Just like to be posting, you see somebody post, their happy relationship, and then you think like, okay, this is what the norm should be. That, well, not saying that I think that, but I'm saying like some people may think that, okay, this is what it is, because they see so many people posting their stuff on social media and just being open about everything, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, like you just see it all the time. So I definitely feel like people feel like they should be doing it as well. Especially if they see like celebrities doing it on a consistent basis, like that's just, they feel like that's a normal thing. That's the norm. So I'm gonna go follow suit.
In your opinion, who fall victim to the pressure more, men or women? What's up? Two black crowns. Like, subscribe, and jump in these comments. Go crazy.
I'm definitely gonna say women, because um I feel like there's just a lot of
I agree. Go ahead.
I, I feel like there's just a lot of maybe like insecurity, and um they don't know how to be like, I don't know how to say this without like like offended. I don't want to offend anyone.
Hey, listen, they gonna be
But
offended. I seen somebody get offended at Good Morning, so you ain't gonna. Everything's offensive.
but I don't know. Like I do feel like women fall victim to the pressure more. It's definitely yeah, women for sure.
I agree.
Yeah. But I don't know. Why do you feel like that?
Why do I think women fall to the
Yeah.
pressure more? Because women have this natural, like, competitive thing that they got going on, and it's almost like, okay, we always talk about the fragile male ego, but we don't be discussing the female ego. Y'all got this competitive energy where it's like, I want to show that I'm I'm operating like that too. You ever, like, okay, I had this thing where I put like an old joint I was messing with in the same room with a new joint I'm messing with. And it always be like this little, like, they may not even say nothing verbally, body language,
Mhm.
you know, little, just like the new joint wanna, what I'm saying? This me now, like you said, what's understood don't need to be explained. So why the extra, right? But it's like, I know who that is over there. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? I want her to see where it's like with us. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think naturally we just don't go about it the same. Our ego is more so like, it's less of like our actions. Like, okay, if I'm in a room, if I'm dating a woman and her ex is in the room, wherever it's at, like a bar or whatever, right? We just happen to be in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
The male ego work kind of like the opposite direction. Like, I'm gonna be more concerned with how you moving to make my ego feel good in that situation versus like I'm gonna take action to let something be known or piss on a tree, mark my territory. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we operate kind of in reverse.
So are you saying you wait for the woman to make a move?
Nah, I'm saying like, so if a woman and if a guy in the room with his new joint
Mm-hmm.
and his old female is there,
Okay.
that woman, if she's knowledgeable of that, she gonna start moving and acting a certain
A
way
certain way.
to
Okay.
show something, right? Whereas if a man in a room and the woman's old dude is there, he may not move a certain way, but he might have a conversation with her about how she moving with him.
With him.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
I get you.
it's like the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So women got this weird, like little snooty, little snarky, little. Listen,
Yeah,
men didn't
maybe
create the
so.
term shade. Everyone, men didn't create the term shade. Men didn't create the term tea. We didn't create that.
You might be right.
Right,
You
okay.
might be right, but I'm not sure on that. Like, I don't have the specifics. Like, I can't
I
confirm.
bet my life. I bet my life. I bet my life. It's a little shady, a little overcast in here. You know, I just seen it all. The body language is crazy. How women communicate without saying nothing is nuts. Yeah. Yeah. You know, yeah. Hey, that's how I get when you're right, fellas. That's how I look when you're right.
Yeah. So, outside of, that privacy, or not privacy, pressure with social media and posting your business, like, how do you feel about like privacy and like entitlement, like amongst like your friends? Let's talk about it.
I don't owe you my business. I done seen it before. You did what? Why didn't you tell me? Why wouldn't you tell me something like that and have a real attitude?
Mm-hmm.
I don't owe you my business. I don't care how close we is. I don't owe you my business. What do you think about entitlement? Have you ever dealt with some entitlement?
Yes, I've dealt with entitlement, and how I feel about it is the same way you say. Like, I don't owe you nothing. Like, my business is my business. Like, if I wanted to say something, you would know something. But other than that, like, keep it moving. Like, you don't have to ask me. So I heard, girl, why you ain't tell me this? Or like, no, we not doing that. We not doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No. So,
It just makes me uncomfortable. It makes me really uncomfortable. Yeah. That's all I have to say about it. Like, cause I'm not coming to you. Like, this is how I think about it. Like, I don't come to any of my friends and be like, say I heard something through the grapevine, right? And I wasn't trying to hear it, but I just heard it, like, about one of my friends. I'm not going to them and I'm like, being like, well, why you didn't tell me? I'm going to sit back. If you want to tell me the information, that's on you. Like, I'm respectful of your space, because obviously if you haven't told me, it's for a reason, right? So I'm going to be respectful of that, and I'm going to honor the privacy, because I'm such a private person. Like, I know how that is. Like, when people just come at you like, well, how are you doing with this person? Or, just wanting to know more than they should know. So that's where I'm at with it.
And that grapevine, I'm gonna tell you now. Soon as somebody come to me telling me they heard something about me, right? Somebody getting cut off. I ain't friends with somebody no more. Cause what you heard about me? Who's sitting around talking about me?
Yeah.
Who, confidant, right? Right? Who I done told something to that then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the grape? Ain't no grapevine in my life. I don't have a grapevine.
Now, if it's something like detrimental to like my friend's character or something like that, yeah, I may approach it, but I'm not gonna approach it like you owe me a response. You know what I'm
Give
saying?
me an example. What you mean? Like detrimental to your friend? Like, give me a
Like
hypothetical or something.
like as far as like their character, like um dang, I don't know. I can't really grasp something like out of thin air right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, just in respect for uh a friend that I'm close to, or I'm like, yeah, that I'm just really close to, and I hold them to a high degree of likeness. Like, I may approach it in a way where, like, well, I heard this was being said, or why I don't know if if I would even say why, but I would be like, kind of, I don't know, like, I would just, I guess, approach it in a way where they're comfortable with me asking the question, or I can't get my thoughts together on this one, but
I think I get what you're saying though. Like, if it's something that you feel like you looking out for your friend,
right, yeah,
and then you might be mildly intrusive
yeah,
because you care.
exactly,
I feel you.
exactly,
I feel
yeah,
you. Yeah, I'm to the point these days where I ain't I, and y'all can call me a bad friend. I'm probably not even doing that. You know, we grown, and it's just like your first responsibility is to look out for yourself. You know good to nobody else. You don't look out for yourself. So I feel like if you ain't looking out for yourself off the strength of how much you love and respect and care for yourself,
mm-hmm.
it probably ain't even nothing I could talk to you about or say to you no way. And at the point in my life where I am, like I'm not interested in having futile conversations. I'm not interested in talking to somebody who going 9 times out of 10 be unreasonable
Mm-hmm.
or not really be trying to hear what I'm saying, because that's not gonna be good for my spirit. That's not gonna be good for my energy or for my peace. Because I probably was feeling good and at ease before I came to try to
Prior
holler at
to,
you,
yeah,
and then now I'm walking away from it, and I gotta sage. I gotta meditate. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go in the prayer closet. I gotta walk my dog. It's a whole lot of stuff I gotta do to get my chakras back right. Fucking with
yeah,
you, and all off the strength of the fact that you don't want the best for yourself.
yeah,
So I think I have extensive experience trying to be that person, and it never really went. I don't have no examples of where like I tried to hold those conversations and it amounted to something like it
yeah,
went well. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel like it could be draining for sure. Um, to your to your it definitely could be draining to your spirit, and uh I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um what was we just talking about?
trying to help somebody.
Yeah. um in that sense, like I feel like it definitely can be draining. So you have to definitely be wise about how you approach something if you're going to approach it for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Now I will say this though: if somebody come to holler at me about something, I'm gonna give it to you, real. It's open season at that point. If you open the door, cool. But I probably ain't gonna come to you and bring up your shit to you.
Yeah.
But if you come to holler at me, you know, you clearly need somebody to talk to. And I'ma always ask you, you thought about therapy. I'ma always bring that up. You thought about therapy.
Yeah, okay. So like what if it's a situation where you hear like, okay, uh some a friend of a mutual friend, tells you, hey, like your homie was going through it the other day, and they may have mentioned like, they felt like they ain't want to be here no more, you know a situation like that. You asked me for an example. I couldn't give you one earlier.
Yeah, that's
Like,
heavy.
yeah.
That's
So
heavy.
so would could you approach it? Could you approach it to that person? Or do you feel like, they would, or do you just feel like you would just mind your business? Like, or do you feel like you should say something because maybe something you can say can trigger them to not want to feel that way, or maybe trigger them to be like, they can come and talk to you if they ever feel anything like that, but that being said, do you even want to engage in that because of the energy, because it may be draining, because it may, bring your spirits down, like, you know
That's heavy. I'm happy and not happy that you use that example, because I look at that totally different from anybody else I know. Like, as far as like somebody feeling like they don't want to be here no more. Like, I myself, I've been through deep depression, you know,
hmm
and I never was in a space where I wanted to do it myself, but I know what it feel like to not mind not being here.
hmm
Right. I never wanted to harm myself, but if somebody was going to T-bone me at an intersection and wipe me out while I was bleeding out, I probably wouldn't have been tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
this experience ain't all that, no way.
right.
You know, I view those situations where people do want to do something to themselves. I view that as, I don't view it like most people. You know, I view it as an extremely personal decision. A lot of people say it's selfish and it affects a lot of people who, are still here and this, that, and the third, and not gonna disregard that, not gonna say it's not true. But if you do remove yourself from the equation, it's obviously of none of your concern, because
hmm
you gone. Who affected by it is, I mean, you ain't here to see the effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a very, very personal decision. Do I recommend it? Nah, you know, but some people be like, that's never the answer. I ain't walked in everybody's shoes. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know what experiences or what it, and then it goes back to the beginning, right? The beginning. This is just something that's fact. Nobody here asked to be.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So you're living a life that you didn't request. And
Yeah.
if your life is horrific, you know what I'm saying, for a multitude of reasons, and you decide to take it upon yourself to punch your clock, it ain't for me to judge or to try to comprehend or understand. Because
hmm
again, I only walked in my shoes, so I see that situation very different. So when you ask me, would I feel compelled to go hold a conversation if I hear that, like, somebody hit me like, yo, I was talking to such and such the other day, and they sound like they, we need to be watching them. I probably would have a conversation about how they feeling
Mm-hmm.
and why they feeling that way.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll be like, don't do it, or this ain't the answer,
Yeah.
or this, that, because I don't know.
So you saying you would be more of like a listening ear,
Yeah. Talk
just to be there,
talk to
just
me.
to
Why?
talk,
Yeah, why are you in that
and
space?
you don't even have to give advice.
Nah,
You just sit
I
there and
don't have
listen.
none. I don't have none.
Right.
Because your experience is your own, your journey is your own. So it's like I don't. I just listen. I listen. I'll just be like, okay, because sometimes somebody putting it out loud
Mm-hmm.
can, that's why. Hey, have you spoke to somebody? Therapy, and I'll probably provide them with some information. The hotline.
Mm-hmm.
Some professionals that they could talk to, or whatever, and just in case they ever want to just tap into somebody different. Because at the end of the day, what I would try to find out from them is if they just in a situation where they can't take the heat right now,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's like a situation where they've really thought this through and they like, nah, folk, like,
They over it.
yeah. I mean, Kevin Gates, he had and I don't know Mozzie. Rest in peace, God bless the dead. But I do know from seeing him on YouTube and following his content that, Mozzie wanted to die. Um, and Kevin Gates talked about it. Mozzie talked about it when he was here. He was eventually, slain. He was murdered. Um, but he he talked about that for an extensive period of time.
Mm-hmm.
He was very much committed to that, like
Mm.
not wanting to be here no more. Um, so what do you what do you say to somebody like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do and then how do you tell them, nah, like that ain't never the answer. If somebody's living in torture, like they're living a life of, like, they feel like they're being tortured, like living is torment for them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Who am I to be like, because you didn't even ask for this somebody else, two people laid down and made that decision for you.
Yeah.
So I just see it different. The comments in this segment of it might, be a little crazy, but my perspectives just be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just see it different, and that's fragile.
Yeah. I feel
What
you.
about you? What's your
Uh,
zodiac sign?
don't judge me when I tell you my sign,
She
okay?
she I know her sign. I'm asking for y'all, so y'all know. Cause she calling.
Don't judge me.
I can't believe
I'm a Cancer.
it. Emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, we're said to be the most emotional sign, and very nurturing. We wear our hearts on our sleeves. You know, um I don't know. Are you asking me how would I approach
That the same what you just asked me.
that
Like,
type
how
of
would you handle that
situation?
situation? Are you gonna call and be intrusive for a
Um,
change?
I don't think that I would be intrusive. I think that I would I honestly feel like uh I would just be an ear. Um because I feel like I've experienced this before. But um just listening, I feel like it's the best thing you could do, in a situation like that.
100%.
Uh Listening and being an ear and just being like, yeah, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes not even saying nothing,
Right.
just being there.
Yeah.
Your presence
Yeah.
just, is enough sometimes, because um, you know, people sometimes need that because when they're going through something certain things, like, and they're in a dark moment, like being alone is, I feel, more of a a detriment to them than
Yeah.
than anything. Like, and just having someone in their presence, or either like even just on the phone, like talking, like it can help a bunch, um but yeah, I don't think that I would be intrusive. I think that I would listen to, and going back to the whole entitlement, like I don't feel entitled in that sense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel entitled in that sense, because like, who am I? Like, that's your business. If you want to confide in me and tell me, that's perfectly on you. That's on you. Like, I'm just here to listen. So I think that's how I would approach it. So yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from and your side of things. I get it for sure.
So before we wrap up our first episode, it's this thing we want to do. I want to do this thing where we do like a hypothetical centered around like the subject matter for the episode. So when we talk about privacy, we both have said privacy is super important to each of us, right? So hypothetical. You talking to your confidant. Let's say it's not the confidant, because you said your confidant foolproof, 100% certified. So let's say you go out on the, hey, whoever her confidant is, you know who you are. You a real one. I don't have one. Hey, call me. I talk to you. I talk to my therapist. Somebody on paper can't talk about my business because I'm a sue. You talk. Oh, I ain't told this to nobody else. We definitely going to court. But so hypothetical, you go out on a limb. You talking to a close friend or family member, either one, but it's not your confidant, and you tell them something that's personal to you, and it circle around to you from somebody else you know. It circle around to you. How serious do you take violations? Violations of your privacy. How serious do you take them? So you say you is we breaking out scissors? We cutting Mark straight off, or is it a situation where like we need to have a conversation? Like how do you move when it comes to privacy violations? Hypothetically speaking, of course, because we know you're confident, foolproof.
Dead.
You cutting them off.
Yeah.
Family member. You said you got 3 brothers. You tell something to one of your brothers, and it circle back to you from your other brother.
Why is you talking to my other brother? Because I didn't tell him. I told you.
Is you cutting your brother off? See what I'm saying? How deep
Which brother?
How's we handling the violations? How far we going when the violation is afoot?
I mean, if it's my brother, I ain't gonna cut my brother off, but I don't know. Maybe it just depends on which brother it is.
And what the information is?
Yes.
Okay. But a non-relative?
Oh. We ain't.
Friend of 10 plus years. Violate your privacy.
I'm good.
What have you done for me lately?
I'm good, love.
10 years they've been solid.
I'm good, love.
1 violation. No 3-strike policy?
No. Because if you did it once, you're going to do it again.
These cancers ain't what y'all think. There's another side. There's the tears, right? All that, right? There's another side. And the opposite of tears.
You can't listen.
Is cancer. Charlemagne God is the cancer.
Let's go.
These people, they have a little heavy. Okay.
You can't listen. My guard down for you. super vulnerable and you take advantage of that, that that to me. It's, I can't I can't because you're gonna do it again.
They're gonna do it again.
You're gonna do it again.
That's what I said earlier. I'm just firm. I'm telling you shit. You can do me if I was supposed to, I'm telling you. You don't have the opportunity to do me nothing.
I don't know. I just feel like with my situation, like I feel like my confidant is so much like me.
Oh, I know who this
So
is. I know who it is. Cats out of the bag. Yeah.
no, he don't know. My confidant is so much like me that
That was the
like
giveaway.
I don't think that they could ever be that way.
We talking about somebody that ain't your confidant though. We talking about you done had your confidant didn't pick up and you just needed
Oh,
to talk. And
oh, see, I
you
missed that
called
part.
the next best person.
I
And then
missed
they
that part.
violate. Then they violate. So not your confidant. But you call the next best person. And then it's your business.
There is no next best person.
Hypothetically.
Damn. So I gotta pick somebody?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, you talk to somebody about something that's you only talk to them about it. And it's circled back to you from another person. And you only talk to one person about this.
Yeah.
So you know who's guilty. How you handling that person? How is you handling the violations? And y'all drop in the comments how y'all handle violations of y'all trust and y'all privacy.
Yeah.
I want to hear it. I want to hear how y'all handle it. Are y'all the type that, forgiveness and forgiven? God said.
Listen. I said what I said, even though I misunderstood what the question was, confidant or not, like if it's the next best person to it, you cut off. That's it. I tell you, and you violate that trust, it's over. It's over. I'm never telling you anything again. Ever. The fuck?
These cancers ain't what y'all think.
It's not about being a cancer. It's just about logic.
I feel you. Some people don't have no scissors. It's some forgiving people in this world.
I used to be a forgiving person.
Overly forgiving.
Yeah. I used to be that person. But, with time and just, growth, you just learn to not accept bullshit. So
do you feel
that is what that's gonna be?
Final question. And you can ask me something too if you got something before we bring it to a close. Do you feel like you should have to say, keep this between me and you? Do you feel like you should have to say that?
Well, in what context? Like,
period. You having a one-on-one conversation of somebody that's in your circle, a friend, family member, somebody that's in your circle. So not a coworker, not a person that you just bumped into, but somebody in your circle. Do you feel like you should have to say, keep this between me and you? Should you have to say that? Because there's some people out here. I just want, before you answer, there's some people out here. If you don't say, keep this between me and you, it ain't between you and them. Do you feel like you should have to say that?
I shouldn't have to, but you have to these days, especially if it's something that you don't want to be out there. But again, if you're talking to somebody that's not like somebody that you trust, shit, yeah, you gotta say keep this between you. Have to. I feel like you have to. Yes.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't think so. If I gotta tell you, listen, if I call you, I called you. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. And if I wanted to tell a group of y'all, I'll make it a conference call or a Zoom meeting, or we could make it a kickback. If I'm talking to one person, I should only be talking to one person. If talking to a person
I'm sorry, go ahead.
if talking to a person is actually talking to like 2 or 3 people, right? Like I know people like that. If I'm talking to them, I'm talking to their best friend and probably one more person. I know it. This conversation don't stop here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, and I ain't gonna tell them nothing that I wouldn't post on social media. So you can't even violate me. When it circle back around to me that you've been discussing what I was talking to you about, it's cool. It was public. I was discussing something that's public to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna disarm you. I don't think you should have to say that. If you call my phone and you talking to me, it's just me. I am not an extension of 2 or 3 others, because for sure I'm gonna get off the phone and go talk to at least. And most of the time, people who are like that, who chatty like that, you know who your business going to. We was just watching. What was the show we was watching? Euphoria. We was watching Euphoria, and the big girl had lost her virginity, and she told one girl, and she was like, she knew telling her that it was gonna get to her and her too. I don't talk to people like that.
Yeah.
And if I know you like that, like I said, I ain't discussing nothing with you that I wouldn't post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Cause you don't got nothing else to talk about? No, I'm just saying, when you get off the phone with me, or when you ain't kicking it with me,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, you don't got nothing. So when we through talking and you get on the phone with somebody else, the only thing y'all could come up with is my business. That's the best you got. Y'all ain't discussing no business moves, no real estate, your business. All y'all got is me. Y'all need to get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in closing, you got anything about privacy?
Just mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. That's what I say. That's what I say.
And I agree.
Mind the business that pays you, and you'll have peace and prosperity. Well, some of you, not. I mean, let's just be real.
It's our first episode, 2 Black Crowns. We out, y'all.
They be saying we 2 black crowns. 2 black, 2 black crowns. 2 black royalty. See us address us accordingly. Move in a fashion that's orderly.